Welcome to our Cash App investing portfolio updates that we're doing every single week, where I am buying $1 into 5 different stocks here on Cash App Invest. Now, let's go ahead and jump over to the portfolio. Let's take a look at the companies we have, how they're performing, and then let's go ahead and add an additional dollar into all these companies. Now, full disclosure too, while we go through this, first and foremost, obviously these are just companies that I'm adding in. I'm not doing a ton of research on these companies. I'm just having some fun with this. So keep that in mind when you are deciding on either buying these companies or anybody else. Doing research is always really, really important for you guys. Also too, if you guys want some free Cash App cash and you haven't signed up for the app yet, you guys can check out the link below. That does help support out the channel, but it gives you some extra free money to be able to either invest with or do whatever you want with. So here on the investing portion of Cash App, you can see we are at $22.84. Today wasn't too bad. We're up about 0.5%, which is like, by the way, in case you aren't really new to like investing, or if you are new to investing, 0.5% is kind of like the norm. When you see these like 4 or 5% changes in a day, like, man, that's not a very common thing to have happened in the past. For the week, we're actually down 0.77%. For the month, we're actually up 14.30%. So you can see right over here, our initial investment was $20 because we're doing $1 at a time to these 5 companies. And I'm not really doing it like on a weekly basis. I'm actually just doing it whenever I can hop on camera and record this with you guys. So every once in a while, it'll be like 2 times in a week, or sometimes it'll be like 1 time in a week. But if you hit that subscribe, you will get notified when we do have these videos pop up. And you guys can hit the like button because liking the videos does really help out the channel. We are up $2.86 here so far on this portfolio, but the fun part is it's all from one company, and we're going to take a look at this right now. So my portfolio right over here, we got these 5 stocks. We got Upstart, Chewy, Square, Neo, and XP World. So considering the fact that all of them have had, the original $4 investments, you can see which ones aren't doing well and which one is doing well. So this has been so far the same theme, I think, for the last 2 or 3 videos, where Upstart has been really killing it. Everybody else has kind of been not so great. So with Upstart, we have $7.90 right here. We pretty much almost doubled our money if we sold out today, which is really cool. We own 0.061 shares. In case you didn't know, Cash App does the fractional shares, which is really, really cool. And you can see here, in case you didn't believe me, $4 is what we put in. Right? We did this 9th, 11th, the 17th, and then whatever this last Friday was with this recording here. But $4 is what we invested in. I could sell out and double my money, which is probably what I would have done, honestly, if I put in thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars and it doubled. But because we're just doing these small investments, I'm just going to keep them here in the portfolio. If we change any of these stocks, we'll maybe do that, but for now I think we're going to just kind of keep on with everybody else. You can see here we got Chewy. It's sitting at a loss of 7 cents. We own 0.049 shares, which is effectively almost 5% of a single share. So it's not a lot, obviously, but it's more than nothing. And I tell people that all the time. I'm doing this challenge or series because it's really interesting to see how little money can have an impact when you're actually investing it versus just doing nothing with it, right? $20 for a lot of people is a meal at a restaurant or, whatever you want to use. And here we're just going to have it invested. Sure, some of it we're down, like, with Square, which actually owns Cash App. I think that's always kind of cool to say. We're down 25 cents, but, is it really going to be down if we sell it now? Yes, we're going to be out, but if we're in it for a little bit longer than 2-3 weeks, then yeah, we're going to see some good opportunity. If we're in it for a couple of years, we usually see some great opportunity as well. So yeah, you can see this one, we own 0.018 shares. If we go down to Neo, right over here, we own 0.098. So we almost own 10% of a share, which is pretty cool, right? Like, that's pretty exciting to be able to get closer and closer to owning a share of these companies. So EXP World is actually kind of doing the worst here for us. It's down 39 cents, and we own 0.082 shares. I think, let me see, 39 cents. Yeah, because Neo is down 33 cents, and Square was down a quarter, and Chewy was only down 7 cents as well. So so out of this whole, total gains is all coming from one company. Everybody else is dragging the portfolio down. But nonetheless, it's totally okay. Let's go ahead and add some more of these stocks in here. So we're going to go ahead and buy these. and put in $1 at a time for all of these companies so you guys can see this in real time. So we'll have $25 invested. Of course, you can see all this cool stuff here with the approximate shares, the total cost. It's free, by the way, to invest with Cash App. So it's a very simple and basic app. There's some other ones out there that are a little bit more intricate for different types of investing. By the way, I am doing this after hours, so this won't go in until the next morning at 6:30. You might have seen that pop up. Let's do that. This one has, again, yeah, putting in $1. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah, it's tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. my time. And people kind of worry about, like, I thought the market doesn't open until 9:30. But I live in Arizona, so for me, because there's no daylight savings here, we are 3 hours behind on the East Coast. So it makes it fun when I have to wake up either really early or not pay attention to the market, usually in the mornings, because by the time I wake up, the market's been going on for a couple of days here. All right, so that one went through as well. So we added that. Wait, did we do 1, 2, 3? Okay. Let's do Neo, right? We didn't do this one yet. Okay, cool. For a second, I was like, did we just do Neo? So we did Square, and now we're doing Neo here. And you guys can let me know too if you decide to, start doing some Cash App. What stocks are you looking at to invest in? Like I said, these companies I'm not doing a lot of research on in comparison to a lot of the other companies. I do a lot of the fundamentals with these other companies on like M1 Finance or on pretty much. What other apps do I use? I use SoFi, I use Vanguard, I use Robinhood, and I do a little bit on Webull, but I'm not a big fan of the app as much. Maybe with some time, I'll go ahead and have that in use as well too. All right, so you saw here. Now we're down to putting every single one of these with $1 in them. We're gonna have them keep growing and actually being able to have an impact on our portfolio here. For some people that do also really quick want to see my Bitcoin, because I do have a little bit of Bitcoin in here, although most of my Bitcoin is with Coinbase. So I'm still learning a lot about crypto and everything too. This actually was all free for me because Cash App sometimes does like boost features where they give me Bitcoin for buying stuff with the Cash App card. And so I have about $8.20 in here. I don't think I got anything since the 17th. So all of this has kind of been growth over the last like week or two, because you could see here, actually over the last month, Bitcoin's been up about 27%. So that definitely rode my money up a little bit more. I have more money in Bitcoin, like I said, on Coinbase. You guys can check Coinbase out too and get some free Bitcoin in the show notes down below. I have a link for you guys if I can remember to put it in. That'll get you $10 in Bitcoin if you buy some crypto overall. But it'll be interesting to keep learning more about this stuff because I'm still very new to that part. Stocks is what I do more of, as I have like multiple series of investing here on this channel, and then I do tutorials on my main channel. So you guys can see all the different things here and see how this is growing, how it's affecting our portfolio, what it's going to do over the long course of putting in just $1. Like I said, it's not a lot, right? Like for most people that's manageable. Like you could put in $1 at least once a week and see how it's impacting you. I tell people this all the time too. When it comes to like Cash App Invest or any other portfolio, like if you're not familiar with investing, just like I'm not familiar with Bitcoin as much, I'm still doing it because I think it's getting me the opportunity to learn more. And sure, you're probably going to make mistakes. You might lose some money, right? But first of all, you don't lose money until you sell. Just kind of a fun tip there. But if you lose money while you're learning to invest, like that's okay. Like look at that as like a learning tool. You'll probably learn better by losing a little bit of money with, 10, 20, $30 here or there versus waiting until you have thousands of dollars and trying to figure this stuff out and then you lose all of that. Like it's a cheaper expense to lose that money while you're practicing and learning. And honestly, that's probably one of the best things that I've done was actually invest my money personally and start learning from that experience and figuring out what I like, what I don't like. And by the way, investing styles can change too. If you're one type of investor now, you can change over to a different one later. You don't have to stick to what you learn right away. You can always change it up because there's dividend investing, there's growth investing, there's option trading. There's a whole bunch of other options for you too when it comes to investing. So figure out which one works best for you, but investing is always really important. I'm giving you guys a fun speech here, right? Because I think getting that motivation to actually invest is really cool. If you guys are doing it constantly too, let me know in the comments down below, that you guys are long-term investors, somebody who's been doing it for a while too. I like to hear from you guys as well. But I also want you to keep on learning and growing. So if you're really new to this and you want to see other portfolios, or you just enjoy seeing other people's stocks and what they have and the growth opportunities, I'll have my video right over here for you so you can keep on watching and learning with me. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.